Now, we've all heard the tales about how celebrities supposedly sell their souls in order to get larger roles or that hit song, but does it really happen? Do they really sell their souls to the devil?
And just right now, I'm realizing that I signed my soul. I sold my soul to the devil. I signed myself to the devil.
I sold my soul.
Yes. Let it come out. Let that come all the way out. Let's tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I sold my soul for what?
I sold my soul to have a life that I wanted, that I never had.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And on this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
And based on the current leaderboard of losers in Hollywood, it's clear they didn't get there by talent alone. So maybe, how do we know that any of these celebrities are selling their souls to the devil to get better roles? And you always hear those stories, but no one tells you how they do it. Is it from some contract that you sign away all of your rights to, or is it from an actual ritual? And so I was granted special access to go see an actual device that was used in the 1970s to mark the people who had sold their souls to the devil in the entertainment business. And so I present to you the Vessel of Damnation. First, I had to get to the remote secure location where this item is stored. And shortly after I arrived, they bring out this locked ammo box in which holds the Vessel of Damnation. In this box, they had Bibles on every side of the vessel to contain its evil. And then there it was, the Vessel of Damnation. It was even suggested not to put your hands on it, so it was brought out of the box using tongs. Alright, so what does this seemingly harmless glass item do? And who made it? Well, let me tell you. It was made in Italy in the 1970s, but was commissioned by members of the Grand Orient of France, but used in the 70s and throughout the 80s. And not only was a child ritualistically sacrificed when they were making this item, but they actually added some of its blood into the glass, in order to charge this item with magical properties. And you see at the bottom, it's got kind of an egg yolk type of yellow spot, which is to represent the sun or the cosmic egg. Now this piece is actually made to fit at the end of a Klieg light. When you close the flaps just enough, it will rest perfectly on the end. And the vessel was examined by an engineer and a photo-optical technician who confirmed the lens properties. The initiate says the Lord's Prayer in reverse, then leans over and puts their right eye against the Vessel of Damnation. When the Klieg light is turned on, the lens at the bottom of the Vessel of Damnation acts like a magnifying glass, burning a tiny dot into the sclera, or white of the eye. And the same ritual will be repeated 3 times until the pattern kind of looks like this. After the ritual, the initiate walks outside, holds the Vessel of Damnation up to their eye, and looks at the sun to see their true master. And the vessel also works as a sorcerer's lens, which is somewhat like a crystal ball, for other types of magical activities. And now that the initiate has 3 irremovable marks on the sclera, they are now ready to move up through the ranks of Hollywood. Hypocrisy was a status in Greek and Roman societies, with the Greek faction dying off in the Vesuvius eruption. And the Hypocrisy Villa outside the gate of Pompeii has frescoes with what is known as a mystery religion. Now, the performers of these Hypocrisy rituals invited demons and other entities into their bodies to enhance their performance. Thus, the rituals have continued. Being welcomed with open arms in Hollywood, the devil's snare was sprung. Silent film actors were easy prey to promises of the good life, big money, and fame. With their ever-increasing depraved acts being rewarded as they moved up the ranks. And then the war came and interfered with this quick progress. After the war, entertainment was changing rapidly, as television stars were growing in number, and of course, more participants were available for the rituals. Through the 70s and 90s, enter the Vessel of Damnation. Aging performers that no longer really had any type of a career were ready to sell what they had left of their souls to try to make some money for their retirement, using the vessel. And the new era has found so many willing to sell their souls in hypocrisy rituals just to fulfill their need for attention and social media stardom. Although the Vessel of Damnation is no longer in use, the hypocrites are still out there and the rituals still continue. And let me tell you, there is a lot of stuff that happens behind the scenes that you wouldn't possibly believe.
Any German fetish parties going on later?
I don't go to fetish parties. I went to one time. I've seen them really bad.
Was it like a donkey show or?
No, actually, I think they actually kill people there and stuff. They pay like up to like 100,000 people to see people get
Executed?
I'm not kidding. But I went to another one where literally I saw like the grossest. I wanted to throw up.
And these 3 marks will forever represent that the individual has sold their soul to be a celebrity, which makes them basically a puppet for the rest of the industry. At the time I made this video, this piece was actually for sale. Links are in the description. And there it is. There's something you don't see every day. The Vessel of Damnation.
Satanists, huh? Ritual killers. Nice. Very, very nice.